Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Cam, and today we're talking about how American Express saved my butt in Taiwan. So if you're new to the channel and you want to find out more of how a credit card literally saved my butt and my family's butt in Taiwan, then stay tuned. You don't want to miss out. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on one of my latest videos like today. So if everybody is wondering how a credit card saved my butt in Taiwan, let me get into where the story where I needed saving. And so we were traveling to Taiwan because we were going, it was like a one-day trip because we were going to go to Bali for vacation. We live in Japan right now because I'm stationed here. I'm in the military and I travel all over the world all the time. And I have an American Express Platinum card just because of the different uses you can have when you're traveling with it. And so this is personally my favorite card for traveling, and they do an awesome discount for the military. So that's why I personally love that card. And I thought about changing to different cards over the past couple of years, but I'm gonna stay faithful to American Express just because of how it saved my butt here in Taiwan. So my wife picked out the destination to go to, which was Bali, and we had to fly to Taiwan to refuel. And so my wife planned it out to where we had a whole day in Taiwan. We got there around noonish. Our flight didn't leave till 10, 11 o'clock the next day. We get there, we eat, and my wife says to me, hey, this is basically a story until we get to the part where American Express steps in. And she's like, hey, let's get an Uber and let's go visit this place. It's called Jufen. And I'll put some pictures on the video and all that. And I was like, cool, let's do that. And then we're about to leave. We have a 1.5-year-old, my son Peyton, and then my wife is also pregnant with my daughter, Indy, at the time. And she's like, hey, you want to take some cash out? And I was like, nah, we're good. Like, I travel all the time. This is what I do. I don't need to take cash out right now. I know the place we're going to in Jufen is an ATM right there. Most countries don't even have Uber, and I have a good signal on my phone. And I was like, man, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I've done this several times. She asked me again, are you sure you don't want to take money out before we leave? And I think the main reason why I didn't want to take money out is because we're only there for a day. I didn't want to take too much money out and have to exchange it and have to go through all that, which at the end of the day is extremely easy to exchange money. So I'm smacking myself in the head to this day. So we get in the Uber and we travel to Jufen, at least we thought it was Jufen in Taiwan. And it starts to get a little overcast and raining a little bit. My phone signal starts to go out. I don't have Wi-Fi anymore. I don't have any signal because we're going into the mountains, and we stop at the bottom of the mountain. Jufen is on at the top of this mountain, and the Uber driver tells us to go get a bus up there. And after, I guess the taxi drivers could not go up the mountain. So at this point, we don't have any money. I'm an idiot and I didn't take any money out. And we had to pay for the bus to take us up the mountain. I had saved on my phone where the ATM was, and it was half a mile up the mountain. And I had to either, one, try to get one of these taxi drivers to drive me to an ATM that was somewhere around there because I had lost complete internet access. But none of the taxi drivers would take credit card, so we couldn't go back to the airport. And so our only way was up and find that ATM. This was 15 to 20 minutes, and I told my wife, hey, I'm trying to get a taxi driver to take us back to the airport because now it starts downpouring. And my wife and my son are under a shelter, so they're fine for now. Between this 15, 20 minutes that I've been trying to try to get a taxi to take us back to the airport, my wife finally convinces, or the guy coordinating the buses, to let us on the bus for free. And it wasn't that expensive of a bus ticket. So we finally get there, it starts downpouring, our trip is ruined. I have no signal. I have no idea where we're going. I just know we need to go north because we came south. And so I figured that my GPS would work this whole time, and it didn't. And I was just like holding my wife's hand, hoping that this bus would lead us to where we had to go. And so during that trip, I say this was the worst trip I've ever been on in over 20 countries because of all that being unprepared. It gets worse. It definitely gets worse than this. We had stopped at several locations. We're asking everybody, hey, do you know where this bus is going? No one speaks English. Like I said, I've been to 20 different countries. Everywhere I've been, especially in tourist cities, which this was, Japan is a tourist city. No one spoke English. No one spoke anything to us. They didn't understand what we were saying. And so I always thought that, hey, we'll just keep riding this bus. We'll be fine. We'll figure it out. But the whole trip is ruined because it's downpouring. We can't even go explore Japan. We haven't eaten since the afternoon. And what makes it worse is that it was cool. It's all calm and collected. This woman gets on the bus and starts screaming. And we don't have any idea why she's screaming as we're driving on the bus. And I think it's because she wanted a seat, but my wife and my son are not going to give their son up for this woman that's screaming for a seat. So we had to deal with that for like 10, 15 minutes. And then finally we find the bus stops. The bus stops, we get off, there's a train, and my phone starts working. There's McDonald's. McDonald's has saved my butt many times as well. We get some McDonald's, we get our tickets that lead straight to the airport. And this is when the American Express Platinum card saves our butt. And let me get so this is the American Express Platinum card, but the one that really saved our butt was the Priority Pass. And all members get the Priority Pass of the American Express card. I'll put a link down in the description if you guys want it. Like, I don't really care if you pick it up or not. Like, I really enjoyed this card. But we get back. I know there's a lounge in the airport. Most airports we go to have a lounge. And you can get other lounges and other party passes with other credit cards. But I've been in a lot of lounges because my friends have different credit cards and we go in each other's lounges and you can bring friends and stuff. I went in this lounge and the food is free, showers are free, and they also have rooms. The rooms were $70 for the night, which compared to out in town was like $100 more, like $180 to $200. And they weren't that close to the airport. We had to Uber there, Uber back, possibly miss our flight again, possibly have to get a driver that doesn't speak English, and we were not going to risk it again. So it was an easy decision. The American Express Platinum card came in clutch because we had that. We were able to use our Priority Pass, which comes with the card, to get into the lounge. I'm not an American Express salesman, but if you don't have this card and you're looking to get a high-end card and you travel a lot and you put everything on your credit card from your utilities to all that, I will say there's like a $500 fee to this, but to me it was worth it. The benefits of, if you spend, the benefits of the card outweigh the $500 fee in my opinion, because every airport that I've been in has had a lounge, and this lounge was awesome. Like, they had stuff for the kids, food was amazing, loved Taiwan food. But this was by far the worst trip I had ever been on in my entire life. And I actually was looking at pictures of Taiwan today. Me and my wife vowed we'll never fly back into Taiwan and we'll never visit again and go there. But actually, after looking at some pictures, I would 100% go back to Taiwan. So was the worst trip ever. When we did end up going to, we made our flight, we went to Bali for 2 weeks, loved Bali. Bali's a great destination. And it wasn't that crowded the time of year we went, but I look forward to going back to Taiwan someday. If you guys want to hear about my Bali trip, because we did almost everything you could do in Bali, and I will make a video on that someday of all the things you can do in Bali. But that concludes it on how American Express saved my butt in Taiwan. The awesome lounge they had, and the food, and the showers were amazing. The rooms were amazing as well. Like, it literally, like, if you've never been in a lounge before, some of them have rooms in them. Like, they literally have doors. You go in the different doors that open up, and they have a room for you. And they got multiple rooms and dining areas. You know, a station, like a chef's station where they cook food and that you can get the food. So highly recommend getting the American Express Platinum card. If you guys enjoyed this video, or I would love to hear your experiences in different countries and different lounges and what you think the best credit card is for lounges. I'm always looking to get a different card for lounges and stuff like that because I love going to different lounges and seeing what they got in there. But I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Also, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to see more videos like this. And as always, guys, stay classy. I'll see you next time on another episode. I'm out.